Evelyn goes back to Puerto Rico to get back to her roots. And is Tami getting cold feet? And Kristen, child, she wants to be best friends with Jen so bad. We're talking about all that and more. We've got news and a game we're going to play tonight. It's all coming up in the Basketball Wives After Show.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, I got all my sisters with me. Hey, don't you?
Why am I sliding out front?
Come back.
Just give you like family reunion barbecue, backyard barbecue vibes. Like, yes.
Speaking of coming back, yes, we are back this week.
Oh,
so last week, you guys may have missed us.
Oh my
it was a little rerun thing they did last week.
I
So
feel like we've been gone for like 3 weeks.
I know, that's how I feel.
We missed y'all.
I know.
I was
Our
super bummed
viewers.
about
we
it.
have missed you guys. Well, good show tonight, guys. I'm L.Marie, and the rest of the panel is here with me tonight. Full panel, we've got...
Yes, we are family. It's your boy L.Marie in the building.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl, Chellz, Evette.
Hey, back again. I'm Kayla Rene'e.
Yes, and so, like... ooh, we got a lot to talk about this episode, I feel like. Because last episodes have been a little like... So we got some fresh stories today.
Finally.
To talk about.
It's about time.
Yes, we're going to get into all that in our news and everything later.
Yes.
So, first, your overall thoughts on this episode.
This episode, I would say it was different, but I was really refreshed to see the different family dynamics. We got to see Tami with her family. We got to see Malaysia and her family. We got to see Evelyn with her family.
Yeah.
Jen doesn't have a family, you know, unfortunately. No, because her mom passed away.
She got a dad?
I mean, her dad, but we got to see her talk about her family.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah,
was a
agree.
very family-oriented episode.
It was.
I agree. It was a very family-oriented episode. It was interesting to see Evelyn talk about, her grandfather being back in her life. And right now, she's feeling like he's all the man that she needs right now, especially with her going through her breakup. So it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My overall thoughts, I'm still thinking like everything is still being drawn out, but it was kind of a good like refresher to kind of flip the page a little bit and kind of dive into other people's lives and stuff. So
It
yeah.
was.
Yeah. Let's talk about Evelyn. Let's kick it off with her first, because it kind of we started off with Jackie and Reggie, but we'll get there, talking about
Yeah.
them and Tami and that proposal and everything, so we'll get there. But let's just kick it off with Evelyn, because it starts off when we see her first in this episode with her grandfather.
Yeah.
They're walking around Hollywood Boulevard. That's like his first time in LA.
That was cute.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
real
really cute. And like you said, it's funny to me, and I guess it's not really that funny or weird when, you just meet a family member, but you connect so quickly. It's like, but you guys just met, but at the same time, it's like, it's family. So it's this automatic bond that just comes through.
Her granddaddy was handsome.
He was. He was.
That's
what she said, right? She was like, oh, well, I got the looks from you. The whole package.
He was so cute.
Yeah.
I love to see her and her family dynamic.
I do
It's
too.
like a side that we don't get to see often from her, and it's very soft, and you get to see her be very intimate with them.
Yeah,
I
she
love
was so
her.
vulnerable. Like she let
was.
everything down. Like OG, like when we seen OG a couple weeks ago
Yeah.
with her family, it was like
It's
definitely
true.
having that same moment with Evelyn. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was good to see her going back to Puerto Rico, because as we know with that Hurricane Maria, it devastated that island.
Yeah, it did.
And she brought up a good point where we're still talking about that, because Puerto Rico is still struggling, and for them to be a part of the United States.
Yes.
It's one thing when it is like these other countries that they don't have the support, they don't really have the help, and they try to get it through Red Cross, FEMA, or wherever, but it's like you're connected to a country that is supposed to be well off, that can help you.
Being treated like a third world country.
Definitely.
That's terrible.
But it's like, I don't want to dive too much into politics, but, that all stems from your president, too. Like, it all starts with up there, you know what I mean? The whole government house and all that type of stuff.
true.
So it's like,
That's true.
we can
But-
only do so much without our actual government stepping in and doing stuff.
Yeah.
So it's
But
like,
that's what I was going to say, that at least Evelyn's doing her part on the level that she can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Which is going there to
Exactly.
give back, going to the Boys and Girls Club, giving the little girl something to be excited about.
Yeah.
Outfits, things
New
for their
clothes,
hair.
like, yeah.
All that stuff that they probably lost,
Yeah.
and especially,
yeah.
I mean, everybody needs to feel good, but especially young girls and at that age, if you don't
Yeah.
really, have anything, or you don't
And
feel
you spend
pretty.
moments without power.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I can't even imagine.
I can't imagine either.
Yeah.
I can't spend a moment on my phone when it dies.
Yeah.
So let alone the
like
or
how
like
we're all
growing-
together, like you can't even cook,
Exactly.
can't even straighten your hair. if you
Yeah,
wanted, like,
back in the day, growing up, like out in LA, I don't know,
even
really
straighten
having
your hair.
You can't straighten
The struggles. I'm not straightening your hair.
That's why we had Madam
whoa,
C.J.
whoa,
Walker.
whoa,
Look, that's
me.
thanks to Madam C.J. Walker.
I mean, they
We
don't
got
have
ourselves
food,
together.
but sis said straighten her hair.
No.
Woe is me. I can't straighten my
no,
hair.
but what I was gonna say, like, growing up when the power goes out, like for a storm, like living in LA, LA right now, we really don't have those issues. I haven't experienced a power outage, but like growing up in Chicago, rainstorm, thunderstorm, snowstorm, something like that, power going out for maybe like a full day or two. I've
Oh my gosh.
experienced that, and that to me was like crazy.
You know, I
a
used to be
day or two
devastated
compared to
without
like
having a
months.
microwave. Like if the power go out, ain't no microwave.
You a mess.
What you doing at the microwave?
And y'all talking about me and my straighteners?
The microwave.
It be the little things.
No, the
The
crazy
little
thing
things.
about it is like there was a huge power outage that happened in San Diego like a few years ago, and we were out of like all electricity, all power, and type like even our cars that were like our only source of like charging your phone or whatever. But it was just like that whole maybe like 8 to 10 hours of like no electricity is such a struggle. Like lighting so many candles, hell, your house be hot, like it just be a mess. So I'm like I can't even imagine going through like for days, weeks, months without like electricity. Like I just can't even imagine.
But it
So
was
yeah,
great.
my hearts go out to those people.
Yeah, it was great to see her shed some light on that.
Yeah, it was. It
Yeah.
was.
It was. Speaking of, just want to see if I want to go here next with Malaysia. Speaking of shedding light, because let's just go ahead and dive into Malaysia and her. I mean, that's the whole topic. It's like I don't want to laugh, but then it's a little awkward.
It's
but
crazy
it's like
because, like you said, we're talking about the government because of Puerto Rico, and it's like we still have to step into this conversation about like police brutality. Like this is a very like controversial woke episode,
Yeah.
you know, because
Yeah.
now we have to speak on these things, but we definitely have to kind of tread lightly because we can kind of dive far.
get deep into it.
Like we talked about off air, like you said, the conversation was needed. I personally feel like the way she had the conversation, I don't necessarily agree with.
I don't either.
But I think it was a good thing to see that on television too, because when you have reality shows, they always want to focus on like the messiness and all that other stuff. But to see them touch
The real.
on touch
Yeah.
on topics like that, I think was really good for her to do.
It was like I agree. I agree with Elle. Like earlier, she was saying like it's so much needed now. You know what I mean? And it's so unfortunate that it's like now we got to talk to our young men out here at like 10, 11, telling them like, hey, you can't even walk around a grocery store with a hoodie on. It's raining outside. You know what I mean? It's cold or whatever. But you can't even do that these days. And it's like it's unfortunate. But yeah, how she approached it was a little different for me. I'm like, where was his dad at? You know what I mean? I feel like that's kind of like a mom and dad personal situation. And it shouldn't have been at the go-kart place. He was distracted. You could tell the little boy was distracted. You know what I mean? So I'm
I'm
like,
just coming here to drive cars.
I'm like, he didn't get the importance of it just because of like where
His atmosphere.
the atmosphere was
I
totally
think
different.
the only problem I had with it was where they had the conversation. I don't think that it could have been one parent or the other. I think that maybe the conversation should come from the mom and the dad, where they're not together, so probably separately. I had no problem with it coming from the mom. I was raised by a single mom. I'm a black man, and that conversation about, for me in my era, was saggy jeans and not wearing saggy pants because you don't want the perception of people to think that you're just this gangster or this hoodlum or whatever the case may be. So I can relate, and my mom had that conversation with us when we were very young.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, we were
My
very
brothers
young.
had to have that conversation also, yeah.
So it was a very relatable conversation. I just think the place wasn't right
But
the conversation was needed.
But for me to connect it to a hoodie, like yes, we know that, but then there's been other incidents had no connection to a hoodie.
That's true.
People passed away, died after that. I can't think of everyone's names because there's been so many. Anton
Brown.
Sterling, Mike Brown. These people didn't have hoodies on.
I was about to say, you can be actually in your car with your hands on the steering wheel and a dad.
That's what I'm saying.
I think the way she started the conversation was with the hoodie, but the gist of the conversation was saying, as a black man, you have to just prepare yourself for whatever, and you can't put yourself in a situation to where you look categorized. And the hoodie was just to categorize. Her brother, I guess, must have been wearing a hoodie, and that's why she spoke on the hoodie situation. But she did say, as a black man,
I mean, it really all started with Trayvon Martin. Like,
It did start with Trayvon Martin. However, but what I'm saying is he's 11, so his mind, if you make it so dramatic and geared towards a hoodie, I feel like he's gonna miss the message. I feel like he would just have the hood on and like, oh, I'm scared. Let me take the hood off.
At his age, Tamir Rice was 12 years old. So the conversation does need to be had at his age. And the thing is, so maybe he wears a lot of hoodies. Because like she says, like, oh, when you do that with your hoodie, it freaks me out. So maybe for him, it's because he wears a lot of hoodies. You know what I mean? And it's so funny, we see this episode today when just BT and Paramount, they had the documentary or series that was produced by Jay-Z that's about Trayvon. And I was watching that earlier. So to kind of then come back and see this, it's like, it kind of is important because that young man was just walking home. And just because he had on a hoodie, he looks suspicious.
And then Tamir Rice, who's just playing with like a plastic gun or something, right? Yeah, that's just.
I think
All
I
these
think
stories are so unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's just like it's so heartbreaking.
no matter
when
what,
comes
I think the
here.
conversation was needed. And for her, what triggered the conversation, of course, was the death of her brother and how he passed. So I feel like the conversation was very appropriate.
Yeah.
Just the timing may have been off or whatever the case may be as far as location, but I think it was needed.
Yeah. And
I mean,
just
her
one-
intentions were definitely pure.
Oh, yeah.
They were
because
super
it's
pure.
one
It was
thing
just
like when you have to have the conversation because you see it on TV, but you also have to have the conversation because it has now affected your family directly.
Yeah, it's true.
So
it's true, and that's
ooh,
completely
that's tough.
different.
Yeah. So, her reactions and everything. But next episode, we'll see Jackie kind of like trying to switch it and change
Which
the
I thought was just
energy
like,
of that, whole
PSA.
talking about
Yeah.
police brutality. Yeah.
maybe we're gonna see how she connects to it. 'Cause
Yeah, I was
thought it was
wondering
gonna
that
be like
too.
Malaysia or somebody
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
does that.
You would
but-
think it's somebody who actually went through it. That's
But
Yeah.
maybe
party
with
in.
Malaysia, because she gets so
yes.
anxious about it. Maybe it's just something
Oh,
she
okay,
maybe
yeah.
not have been able to put her energy
A
into
starter.
the right
That's
way.
true.
Yeah.
Or if she's even going to partake in it. She might not even
Yeah.
partake in it. 'Cause I didn't think she wasn't in
Like-
the commercial. So.
That's
Yeah.
true.
We'll have to see.
Let's go to town because I was like, I want to go on a lighter note, and I'm thinking about Jen and her court date. So like, right now we're gonna take it a little bit lighter and talk about Tami and Reggie. Because I just want to bring it up a little bit. I don't want to go straight into like,
Sis, you okay?
No, I'm not okay because I'm so mad at Tammy's decision to pretty much pull out of this whole you might as well pull out the relationship. Like, don't even be with Reggie no more.
I was feeling that way until we got deeper into it. So first we'll start off with like,
Look,
no, I think I kind of understand that. Okay, so we'll get there. So first we have Reggie meeting up with Jackie. Child
at the pet farm, yeah.
I'm like,
some little...
That was
Random.
awkward. Like,
only Jackie.
Why'd they start off the episode with that?
Plans Jackie's
Jackie-
outings. Like, her
Jackie
outings was
plans
just
Jackie's
Yeah,
outings.
The
Yeah.
production,
Exactly.
I think,
No,
I
Jackie-
think Jackie does it, and I think she goes to production. This is where
There
I would
you
like
have
to go.
it. Yes.
Figure it out.
Yes,
That was
I think
interesting.
she could do
so.
that at Starbucks.
You know what? Now that I think about it, y'all are actually right. Because who was the one who thought about that goat yoga? Remember when she was in there talking about this is real spiritual Malaysia, and it was freaking out when the goat got on her back? Yeah, like,
Always
Jackie.
Jackie.
We can't have Jackie around no little animals
At all.
Jackie ain't planning nothing of mine, okay?
She wanted to tie the ring to Pegasus. Poor little
She did say Pegasus.
Was that a goat or was it a little lamb?
It was a
It was like a-
Pegasus.
You know what? She
was
called
a-
it
it
a
was
stallion
like a
though, so I was
little
like,
pony
wait.
something.
Oh, okay,
Pony?
so it was a little pony.
I'm
She called it
not
a
good with
horse
animals.
hybrid.
Little flashcard animals, I wasn't good with that.
You know what?
Not flashcard.
Okay, hooked on phonics. Like,
I can't.
I had that for real.
I did have hooked on phonics.
My
Look.
mom got it for us
Look,
too.
I did too.
And the little plastic thing, you
Yes.
open it up with the tape.
It was a big old thing.
I just
Yes.
had a private tutor.
Congratulations. It worked.
Oh, well, some of us grew up in different atmospheres.
I know.
Well,
Wow.
I just
wow.
had to figure
She's
it
from
out,
LA.
so.
Yeah.
I'm
grew up.
from not from LA. I'm from California.
Okay.
Oh.
Private tutor.
Yeah.
Great. Wonderful.
But no, okay. So then we move on to Jackie and Reggie looking at rings.
I'm so I was talking to you about L. I was confused because one episode we seen Tami trying on wedding dresses.
Sure.
Now they're openly talking about when is he going to propose. Is it planned? You know, I
Yeah,
just
because
like
at
I'm
first I was like, no, he
confused.
hasn't
I am too.
proposed. And then, you reminded me. I'm like, well, they did have that scene trying on wedding dresses. So
I was so confused at the whole barbecue though. Like the whole barbecue, they were like, "Do you have something in mind? Like you gonna ask in front of
In
your
front
mom?
of
Like you know what I
Tami,
mean? Like this ain't no secret no more." And then it was
That's
like,
not. When you that age,
no
it's just
element
like
of
plan it
surprise?
out.
and then
Yeah,
he
it's
just
planned
telling her
out.
the whole outing with the best friend. Like, yeah, me and Jackie went to go feed lambs and goats.
Like,
and
it's
horses.
one thing-
And she's just like,
Awkward.
what?
It's
Like,
one thing if you're older and you know it's coming,
Yeah.
but still present some element of surprise.
Surprise.
Like I don't want to know literally everything.
No.
Like,
I don't think I even want to know that. I mean, you'll get that feeling like as far as love, like, oh, this is the next step we're going to. But I don't think I would even want to know. Like, I want to be like really, really, really
Yes.
surprised.
To be honest, I feel
if
like
you're watching, I'm sorry, this is a moment for me.
oh my god.
If you're watching, I know you're watching. I just want to let you know, I want to be surprised.
Oh,
surprise.
I'm sorry.
I like surprises too.
Just throwing the fish out. I mean, throwing the bait out there.
I'm
sis.
so confused at what's going on. But
You look confused.
I am. So, in context of what we're talking about, L. So, yes, I was confused by it because I thought that he might have already proposed because she went on trying on wedding dresses. But now they're going to get a ring. It just seems very backwards, unless maybe I didn't pay attention to the
No,
prior
it does
episode.
seem really
No,
bad.
it is.
No, it does.
But I think it's a setup. It's a setup for their spinoff.
I was gonna say that too. Yeah.
That's what I think it's a setup for the spinoff. That's what, because how you go from I'm gonna marry this man,
Yeah.
I want to be with this man, to now I just don't.
So they gotta create
I
some
just
type of
felt
drama
like,
or
I don't know,
tension right
my
now.
whole like emotions are kind of with Reggie, because it's like, she mentioned it, but she was like, kind of had the failed like 3 miscarriages and trying to go through IVF and all that stuff. But it's like, hell, if we didn't been through all this stuff together and you feel like I'm gonna leave you, one, that kind of says something about like our relationship, like where do you see us going, you know what I mean, or like how serious do you think I am?
Yeah.
But it's like, Tami, you've been wanting to get married to this man for like a long time, you know what I mean? She was like pushing for that, but it's
I
like
mean,
now
those
you're
are-
just kind of like, I don't want to.
Those are her insecurities, like
Yeah.
coming
True.
I mean,
through.
with
But like
having
that's
a
a big
20-year
thing to deal with.
They're like 20 years apart.
Yeah, he's still young, so like
See,
his
we
mind
remember, like,
could
when
change.
we had this conversation too. There's so many different options out there for people who are like
I agree
struggling to
with
get
that.
pregnant. You know what I mean? It was like Kim and Kanye had the surrogate thing. I feel like they would have a beautiful child if they went like
Yeah.
a surrogate route.
I do too.
And
At
it's like,
this
even if that,
point-
it's like, if you don't want to go through that, adoption always
Yeah,
kind of
but at
help
this
out
point,
kids who
I
are
think
less
it's adoption
fortunate.
because
Yeah.
I know
Because you
Tammy's
have to have
older. I think she
eggs,
may be.
right?
Yeah, she
you
may
have
be
to
done.
have the eggs for the surrogate.
Unless she
though.
But I
froze them.
mean,
She
if
didn't
she-
mention freezing eggs though. Ever? I don't
I
remember.
think
She
Yeah.
never been to like an IVF doctor. We haven't had that episode with Tami,
Yeah.
so I don't even
Well,
know
she
what
did
she's
go through
doing.
IVF, so she should have some eggs already
She
frozen.
might.
had some frozen eggs.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like,
But
the
it
eggs
seems
are
like
done.
as long as he has a child, but I don't see Tami at being at that phase in her life where she wants to completely start all
Raise.
I
over.
think that's the
Yeah.
part
I don't
too.
see that either.
Yeah, I don't think it's more so like I can't give him a child.
Yeah.
It's more so like I don't think I want to have
mean, 'cause
a
if I
child.
was
And
her-
she's not ready to say that yet.
Yeah.
That she doesn't
She's
want to have the
48.
child.
Is she like 48?
But here's the thing: when you first meet somebody, she first met him and she was what 40 or 42, and he said he was 27 or however he was. You knew that, you know what I mean? It's just like you knew eventually if you guys went long term, he might possibly want to have a kid. Or let's say he didn't want to have a kid. You knew that you didn't want to have a baby, and you met somebody younger, and then you get down to the end of the road. Shout out to Boyz II Men, and you know you get to the end of the road, and now you're just having all these reservations. It's just not
Yeah.
fair to him.
My crazy thing about it is it's like he said that from the beginning that he wanted kids. So it was like you already knew that he had this page in his mind already that it's like, I kind of long term in the future, I want to be a dad. But it's like, if it's all these complications and stuff, but it's like, since there's so many other options you can give him,
Yeah.
like that
So
gift that he's longing for.
It'll really come down to if she really wants to do that. Other people
Yeah.
have went through this, like Jeannie Mai from the Rio.
Yep. She had to leave her husband
She had to
because
leave
of
her.
that.
She had to leave her husband because he wanted children.
I knew
And
that
she
wasn't
he
gonna
left,
last.
completely
he
don't.
left and got married and had that baby.
quick. Is he married already?
I don't know if he married, but,
But
he
he
had
had
that
She
a
baby.
baby on
pregnant.
the
I was
way.
about to say that girl's
There's a
pregnant.
baby
He
on the way.
cheating. Freddie
that
was
one-
cheating. So
Freddie
I'm glad
lied.
to
And
get
that
into
was
that one differently.
sad.
I
That's
don't really
like,
think he was really cheating more so than like with men. When they ready, they're ready, and women are
that
always
just
ready
happens so
anytime.
fast,
So
though.
That's
like,
true.
you know what I mean? So I'm not necessarily gonna say he was cheating.
About a year,
but it
but I
really,
mean-
I'm like, that happened so fast. I'm
You
like,
know?
didn't we just hear about? Well, because we never know people's life
Here's
stories.
the
Sorry,
thing,
yeah.
we never know their stories, and to me, I felt like I was seeing through them just like I
Yeah.
saw through
I seen
Adrian
through- look, I
and
seen
her
through
other her
Jeannie.
fiance before her husband.
Oh my God, that was a
and
hot
it was
mess.
like y'all not with Jeannie and her husband. Y'all not gonna make it
But you
because
see, sis.
I could see he wanted kids.
Yeah.
You
No,
could
but
see
you
his
see in the
body
first
language
one.
in the first one. With Adrian, oh, that was
He didn't wanna
proposed
be
for
with her.
pressure.
He didn't wanna
you
be
could
with
see
her.
through that all
Yeah.
day. When they showed the little episode or something of him proposing, it's like, oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And I didn't
You
even
ain't
know
going
he
down
was
the
in
aisle.
that show Signed with Rick Ross and whatever, I forgot.
Yeah.
But
So
I feel
I
like
just-
Tammy,
Dream.
like
But-
related back to Tammy and them, I feel like
Yeah.
with Tammy, like that's her mind is not there. And with her,
also,
all the stuff
I
she got
don't-
going on, I don't like in her heart that she wants this, and,
And
she
I don't
can't admit
feel
it.
that from Reggie. I think Reggie is really in there. I do.
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like
yeah, I
he's
do
really
too.
in
So
there. So I
invested.
think,
too.
and I think he really would be okay, without kids. Maybe they get more dogs or something.
I think I would get that man a baby.
You got it, like, you know what I mean? Come on, adopt, sis.
Adopt,
like,
yeah.
if that's really
And then
like,
you know
It's
what with
compromise.
Tammy,
you know what I mean?
because-
It's like I can't.
Yeah,
do
we
it.
were just
like,
saying, like, I was like, well, maybe she doesn't even want to have the baby because maybe she doesn't want to start over. But with adoption, and I think people should become more open-minded. You don't necessarily always have to adopt a baby.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, and so on. And the system that need parents. You don't always have to
And
get
see,
an infant.
that might be their conflict.
Like,
maybe he doesn't.
yeah.
He's like, okay, either we have it or not. Maybe
Yeah.
he doesnn't want to adopt.
I
And
was
I'm
gonna say
pretty
they
sure he
probably
doesn't
have
want a
that.
kid his age.
Girl, good night. Okay.
I'm sure. Okay, look, I'm sure they've had the conversation though. But yeah, like adopting I could see how it would get a little like misconstrued or like wrong, only because it's not yours. You know what I mean? And so
Exactly.
he kind of
Exactly.
he probably wants like a little mini me or somebody to bond with, like
Yeah.
family wise. But It is what it is. I don't know. If you decided to be with Tami for that, then it's just gonna have to be like you have to make the sacrifices. Her and him both.
They both will.
Because she has to get out of her own head with that. Let's talk about these new BFFs. You know what? Before
them all
we get
away.
to them, let's take a little bit of break and talk about all our cool stations here.
Oh my gosh! Finally, we can talk about this. Hey, AfterBuzzers! Our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, more. There is no network, I repeat, no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. This is where you can come in. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you. And you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, because I know I hate notifications, don't be, because they are optional. That's right, optional. So hit the subscribe button now for this channel and check out our AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did so in the comments and we'll thank you live on air. But for now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of Talk TV.
Thank you guys. Well, our live chat is popping. Lawrence is commenting on everything with us. Thank you, Lawrence.
Hey, Lawrence.
Rocking with us. Lawrence agreed that this episode is deep, and he wants to shout out Tami Roman and says he loves her Bonnet Chronicles. He also says that he read Boyfriend 101, and they said you should always date within 10 years of your age.
I agree. They say 7 to 10 years you're senior.
So, but I think that's about
40. That's about 40. It's about 40 for.
I'm like, whoa, Kayla, y'all must be out
She
there
done
with the
went
real,
beyond her.
Yeah.
with the real uncles.
But also, real quick, just a shout out to those people listening to us on iTunes.
Yes.
So if you are listening through iTunes, make sure you rate us and give us a 5 stars.
5 stars.
5-star chick.
5 stars.
Yes.
Oh, he got sound effects today.
That made me feel special.
Okay, where the magic begins.
Well, let's talk about Jen and Kristen.
The new BFFs. Matching outfits.
Kristen
Court cases.
wants to be down so bad. She wants to be a part. She wants to be the new Evelyn. And it is exhausting me because I can't get
The
genuine.
new Ev?
Okay, maybe not Ev.
The new Jan.
Maybe Mika Claxton. Well, I can't. Okay, I can't get any.
Wasn't she?
Not when she stole that earring design from Evelyn. Anyway,
Because she been her earring girl. Remember her earring girl was in the audience at the reunion?
she want to be the new somebody, but I just can't get. I don't know. I don't feel genuine from her friendship yet. Her coming to court, yes, it was supportive.
She just
but
wants to be accepted so
yeah,
bad.
so it's just like, do you want to be there or are you just trying to ride her coattail?
Yeah.
Anything that she
She's
does.
definitely
Like,
riding.
you know what I mean? I just feel like at this point, whatever Jen has, Kristen is going to be there. Like, Kristen will show up to the opening of an envelope, okay? Pretty much.
Matching outfits.
Matching outfit.
And all.
It's
with
crazy
that high
to
bun.
me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, y'all must look like her, huh? It's a little creepy. Does she?
They was like, they're like sisters, like sister cousins. Like they look alike.
Because I feel like she just totally flipped Kristen. Because like coming on this season was like,
Where's
okay,
Cece?
I got Cece. Like we're gonna,
Cece getting herself
do
together.
our little
She
thing.
don't need to be on right now.
Oh my goodness.
She's not gonna be on the
She
reunion.
need to get. Oh,
She'll be on the reunion.
Cece's
That's just the next time we'll see her. Is at the reunion. We won't see her for the
What's
next.
your
like
talk
as a
about?
special guest, they're gonna bring her in and she'll leave out.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes later.
She not even in the intro.
Hopefully she comes in like her little jujitsu outfit that she be training with her man in, because I think she gonna have to throw them hands at the reunion.
That might
Especially for
guarantee her
Kristen,
spot
'cause
next season.
Kristen
she
left her
didn't.
high and dry.
I just want to announce something because, like,
kids.
before at the beginning, I know I said I was Team Kristen, and I totally take that back now. I renege on that.
Oh,
because
you jumping teams?
I don't even have a team anymore. I'm just so tired of her and Jennifer that I'm just like, no.
I don't watch it. I mean, I don't mind it though. I don't mind.
I was like, you don't watch? I'm like, oh, you don't watch? Wow. Wow, viewers.
I don't watch it. No, I don't mind Jen and Kristen having this new friendship. If Jen didn't have Kristen, who would she have? I'm sorry, I had a long weekend. My voices go. But if she didn't have Kristen, like, who would she have?
True.
Evelyn's busy and booked and blessed.
True.
She don't get along with nobody else. So she went
How
have
This
else.
is one of those needy friendships. Like, we
Or
both kind of need each
Kristen
other.
could be trying to secure her spot for the next season. So I need to latch on to somebody at least because I'm trying to be here. Cece may not want to be here, but sis, I'm trying to get up.
And mind you, Kristen is Shawnee's girl, homegirl.
Oh.
So Shawnee probably puts a buck in her hair like, look, If you want to stay on the show, latch on with somebody. Y'all ride it out together. Now, is Shawnee happy that it's Jen?
I don't think
Probably not.
she shouldn't have been riding her coattails.
Right.
Anybody definitely wasn't Jen's.
I don't think nobody else would have, like, Evelyn would have been like, girl, get a life. You know what I'm saying? Jackie would have been like, girl, get away from me. Tami ain't having it.
Jackie would have been asking her for
You know what?
threesomes and all types of stuff. Yeah, like.
No, Jackie only getting her so far. You can't come around my husband. You can't come around my kids.
I don't know. We can meet up at coffee shops and that's it.
No, pet farms. We're going to farms and Petco and stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's about it. But yeah, no, I'm definitely. Yeah, I just feel like the whole friendship between Kristen and Jen is super, like, it's so forced.
Yeah.
And I'm just like not here for it.
Too.
I'm just like, what? Yeah. Like,
she's like, I'm gonna support her if she needs that support. I mean, it's good to find friends, but
it's like, does Jen still need a bathroom buddy? Like, are we still going to the bathroom together? I think Kristen's right there with her because she followed OG to the bathroom. So I'm just like, I don't put it past her.
Ma'am.
I got bathroom buddies. Well, now, I mean,
so
I think that one a little left.
Me and my friends go to the bathroom.
I mean, like, it's different when you at the club and you drunk, you know what I mean? But it's like, oh, we're going to court. Let me walk you. Let me hold the door for you, Jen.
Or I wonder they call each other like, what you wearing?
Girl, I got this black blazer on.
I got some black. I put some black on too.
I think I'm about to wear these black and orange pumps.
Because even the little paralegal, I don't know if that was her attorney or the paralegal or her assistant. She on black too.
It was a little matching.
It was a blackout.
I wonder if that's a thing. Like when you go to court, is it like normal just to kind of like wear like a regular black suit,
I think
blazer?
Funeral attire is good for court. I think.
I'm so done with you. So Jen met up with a life coach or whatever the lady was.
Yeah,
to be honest, I didn't really quite catch that, so I just made her a life coach.
Okay.
Did you like her? Because you all about the counselors, the life coaches.
Actually, I really did. She dug deep. She got her to really think. She connected with her. And I loved seeing a vulnerable side of Jen, connecting her parents' kind of turmoil and how they reacted to each other. And now that's coming out in her life. And one thing I noticed that the life coach said, she said not only her relationships, she said, but her friendships as well. So, I mean, how you see your parents or the environment you grew up in as a child, that really can turn over or kind of tread over into your adulthood.
Right, very true.
And especially your friendships. I mean, she probably doesn't really know how to quote unquote be a friend because she hasn't seen a good example of one, you know?
That's true. So.
Yeah.
I agree with that because I'm like, that's pretty much like all life experiences too. Like even just reading the traits that she was like giving out just by like that assessment that she had, I was like, oh, I felt that in my heart. I was like, oh, I think I'm a little like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, like seeing, parents arguing and stuff like that and like how they were in a relationship could definitely like fold over into like
it definitely
relationships
transcended into who she is today, especially with her marriage. And then she said she still has a lot of anger,
jealousy issues.
Yeah. So it's deep.
She needs to actually go see Jackie's counselor, like the first lady was like Dr.
good.
Davina or whatever.
Yeah.
Like she seems, I'm like she
Yeah.
seems amazing. So I'm like, Jen should actually go to her.
Jen,
I was like, especially like family issues that are deep rooted like that. I feel like she kind of has some stuff that like that life coach only hit the surface with her. Like there's so much more deeper that Jen could probably like
We should see if
unveil.
we can get her on the counselor. I would love her to come here and sit on our couch.
The counselor?
You gonna get that retainer fee or?
I will see if AfterBuzz can cover it.
That'll be cool though. I agree. That'll be fun.
That'd be dope. Yes.
Give us a good read.
Yeah, I need it.
She's not a psychic. She's a counselor.
I didn't say she was gonna.
You said
read.
a read?
We would like all take an assessment
Not
test.
a palm read, sis.
I know, like
A mental read.
I don't need that on like telephone. People don't. Yeah.
They don't need to see you vulnerable. Okay.
We don't need all that. But let's get into some news. We've got some news and gossip this week.
Yes.
Tea report.
Tea report.
just some quick little articles, y'all. So
What's
I
tea,
guess.
sis?
Can I get it out? I think the first article, so Jennifer Williams gets slammed for being messy after vowing to eliminate negativity. So supposedly this weekend she posted a picture living her best life on Instagram.
Cute.
And I guess like her caption, y'all, she was like pretty much like saying she living her best life, like no negativity and all this stuff. And so one of the like the trolls on the internet pretty much asked her if she was done being messy, and she was like, I'm never messy. But I guess people are still like, our viewers are still probably, you know, hurt by this rumor that she done started about Shawnee and her ex. So yeah, that's pretty much that
That's
one.
a cute picture. What kind
Ain't
of
that
floaty
cute?
is that? You know, we for the floaties.
It looks like a raindrop.
Drop top.
Like, you know what? It looks like rounded at the bottom and then it kind of goes
Or
to
I
a point
see
at the top.
scales. It looks like it's possibly a.
Oh, like a fin, like a mermaid.
Yeah.
The bottom of a mermaid thing. Anyway.
Not mine.
Anyway, so our next one, y'all, Tami is actually getting a little more heat too because a lot of people think that she shaded her in a fake Friends post. So she posted a picture. I don't know. We couldn't really get that one off of the article, but she posted something pretty much saying that, like, beware of signs because, like, people aren't always what they seem. And God will expose the fake ones. Just don't blind the signs. Be blind to the signs. But a lot of people are just like, was she talking about Shawnee? But I feel like her and Shawnee's relationship is cool, though. I don't feel like after that whole ex rumor, like, they were being shaded.
Like you said, Shawnee knows how to play it safe
She's
with
a good
being neutral.
a good neutral friend.
Yeah.
I think that's a hard task.
As an executive producer, I guess you got to be that, though.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you
Absolutely.
can't really have your feelings and
She
emotions
thinking about
all
them
into stuff.
coins.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that was pretty much it for the news and
Ooh,
gossip
tea
this week,
report.
you guys.
Thanks for the tea, sis.
Thanks.
You're very welcome.
You're awesome.
It was warm today. It wasn't really piping hot, but
wasn't too
maybe
hot.
next week.
Maybe next week.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I think you know what this episode with all the deepness
Yeah.
we had to talk about. So it was cool that news was a little light tonight.
Yes.
What we got for this game, Jay?
Are you guys ready?
Dun, dun, dun.
Are you guys at home? Are you guys ready? Live chat, are you
time.
ready?
Yes.
Game time.
The,
The game. So, yeah.
oh, wait. So today's game, guys, is everything Tami Roman. So I'm gonna
new
give
one.
our
We have a different
our
game.
wonderful panelists. I'm gonna give them a question, and they'll have multiple choice. They will select either the right or the wrong answer.
That's how multiple choice works.
Yeah, typically these ladies always select the wrong answer. But we'll see what tonight's game will bring.
I'm usually right.
All right, are you guys ready for the
I've
music?
won 2 weeks in a row.
Before.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cheat tonight.
Let's start with L tonight.
Are you gonna start? Get ready for that. L.
Okay.
What is Tami Roman's first name?
What?
Multiple choice. A. Tamara.
Oh my God.
B. Tamika. C. Tamisha. D. Tami.
I think her name is just Tami.
I'm sorry, Els.
No, maybe it's Tamara.
Tamisha.
Her real name is Tamisha.
Tammy isn't Isha.
Yeah, Isha. Don't it fit? Don't it
Time for
fit?
Ishas.
I'm an Isha. Oh, I like it. Okay.
Okay,
I
you're
should've
you're
known.
0 for 1.
That's fine.
Kayla,
Hi.
what is Tami Roman's zodiac sign? A. Taurus. B. Aries. C. Gemini. D. Cancer.
Is she an Aries?
Oh my gosh, you are correct.
Wow.
Look at you.
I know.
All right.
Because she knows the Aries.
I was
when
about to
she
say
sees
Aries
one.
can always detect Aries.
Extra.
Wow. Aren't we? Thank you.
Chellz, are you ready?
Yes.
Live chat, are you ready? Viewers, are you ready? What is Tami Roman's boyfriend's full name?
Reggie Youngblood.
Oh, you're correct.
Thank you.
I thought it was like Reginald or something. Like
Reggie Youngblood. Elle, we're gonna go ahead and leave you out of this round because you got the question wrong.
No,
So we're gonna
I'm
leave this up. So you know how this works, ladies and gentlemen. This is our fast round. Whoever yells out the correct answer wins.
I'm playing.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
What hit TV show did Tami Roman?
Married with Children.
What was the question going? Like, I know. I'm like, can we finish?
Oh, wow, how did you know?
Because I looked at your phone.
I should have
Wow.
cheated.
That is so cheating, sis.
We should
I don't have
have
my
known.
contacts in, so I really couldn't see that.
I'll give you a home. You guys the full question is what hit TV show did Tami Roman appear on in 1993, and that was Married with Children.
Wow. The funny thing is, I thought it was going to be the Steve Harvey show.
In
So she was
93?
on.
Like,
I was ready to say the real world.
Girl was 95.
I was going to say, Steve Harvey show was on in the 90s, sis.
Not 93.
Kayla,
whatever.
in all fairness, you win. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for playing.
I,
Thanks, Tami Roman. Roman.
Roll your boat. Like,
You never win when you play dirty, sis.
okay, bye, Nene.
woo, child the ghetto.
The ghetto. For her private tutor.
Guess we came from the hood.
I guess so.
Hooked on phonics.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, child. So,
No reading Rainbow, no nothing.
Some predictions for next week.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV
Well, not saying
predictions.
I love how mysterious this is. It gives me Halloween vibes,
I
and I
missed
love
the lights.
Halloween.
We got to get these lights fixed.
Yeah, I missed the lights.
And go.
So I am predicting that Tami will continue to fake not wanting to get married through the next episode.
I'm
I think
predicting.
it's a scheme set up.
It's a scheme and a scam.
Mm-hmm.
I'm predicting, which we kind of seen in the previews, that Jennifer and Tami face off finally. Boop, boop, boop.
I definitely predict it's going to be a fight, and I'm actually waiting to see one because it's been a little dry.
It's been too
a while.
peaceful.
Let's be real.
I'm ready to see a drink or a table go flying. I'm like,
Too peaceful.
We haven't seen this, but I'm just like, I'm kind of hoping for like maybe Evelyn kind of comes up and sees that Kristen is a little too chummy with Jen and kind of maybe feels like this isn't really genuine and kind of steps in. We haven't even really gotten an inkling about that, but I would like to see that happen.
I do have a question though, because I'm trying to remember when they were playing the footage of when they were overseas and Malaysia was throwing the table. Where was Kristen?
I wonder if she doesn't come on the trip.
No, I think that she was standing next to Malaysia.
Oh,
Interesting.
So is her and Jen gonna have a little beef?
Ooh.
You was standing next to Malaysia when you threw the chair at me. But you all in my face every other day.
Going to court.
Are you my friend? You went to court with me?
Okay, Jen.
What you guys got? That's it.
that was pretty much it. I'm like, it's so hard to
know where I just
predict
went.
like where the show is going. So it's like that's
Shawty has all
Well,
over the
we
place.
know it's going on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. now.
That
That's
too,
what
yeah.
we do know.
10 p.m.
10 p.m.
Time
10 p.m.
change. As of now, our time will be the same, but we'll let you guys know
Yes.
if we have a time change. Right now, it's gonna be the same. But I really just like went someplace else. It's like, so what y'all got for predictions? So,
I've never
heard them already.
I've
huh?
never
All right.
seen a show have this much stuff going on in the middle of a season.
Yeah.
2 pauses, a break, in the middle, a day
special
change.
episode,
like all in the middle of filming
yeah,
or production.
I'm like, what's going on with
Weird.
VH1? VH1
Yeah.
got too much stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But it also might be Shawnee like trying to like increase the number of episodes because they get paid per episode.
Oh, okay.
So increase the number of episodes in the season because last week's episode was considered an
was,
episode
yeah.
of Basketball
Yeah.
Wives. So
We'll get them coins for those girls.
Yeah, get them
Get them
coinsies.
reruns.
So we'll see y'all next week.
Yes.
Like I said, but just make sure you guys keep up with us on social media so we can let you know if there's a time change for our show as well.
Yes.
So you guys can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at L.Marie TV.
and you guys can follow me, your boy Jay Lamar at I am Jay Lamar on all social media platforms. Happy birthday to my best friend Maddie.
You guys can follow me at Chellz Evette. That's Chellz with a C, Evette with an E. Also on Grand Hustle Thursday nights as well.
Can you spell Evette with anything else?
EVET. Yes, with a Y.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. You guys can follow me on Instagram at _Kayla Rene'e.
Are you the only Kayla Rene'e though?
I think I am. I'm the only one that matters. No, I'm
That's
just
a
kidding.
fact.
Period.
Period.
We'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Period.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.